What's going on, y'all? So, man, I looked at that Terrance Williams interview. He was chopping it up with the other Cowboy content creators. Shout out to them. It was a good interview. I enjoyed it. But also, I had to talk about it because it gave us confirmation of what we've been saying for I don't know how long. A video that I did a while back was pretty much getting on Dak Prescott. But let me backtrack real quick. Terrance Williams confirmed what we already knew, like I said, number 9 over number 4. And the reason why is because up here, he said, man, when that offensive coordinator was calling them dumbass plays, number 9 would be like, nah, we're not doing that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do something else. So he said a lot of the times, man, when you see something go ahead and click, it'll be not because of Jason Garrett, but because of Tony Romo. Tony Romo, he said that Tony Romo understood mismatches, and he used the Dez game versus Malcolm Jenkins when they were doing all that jaw jacking, and Dez went off. And he said not only did he see the hyphy spirit that Dez had, but he knew that there was a mismatch going on, and he took advantage of it. And that was one of my things of what I told you that I made that video a while back. How was everybody else using there? How is every other quarterback, man, trusting in the matchups, trusting in their number 1 wide receiver to make play? But all of a sudden, we want to talk about the system. We want to talk. No. Why is Dak is almost 30 years old if he's not already 30? I think he's already 30 years old. Why can he not go ahead, man, and understand that, hey, this play that's probably isn't called is not going to go ahead, man, and be successful? Why you don't have the power, either you don't have the power or the knowledge to go ahead, man, and get out that play. Check out of that play, man, and to get into something that's going to be lucrative for this offense, man. That's going to be money. I never understood it. And they were just talking about, man, how he was just talking about how Tony Romo, man, was a beast. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, we already knew that. We already knew Romo was better. And that's our thing. We know, see, we don't get on Dak. We're not saying Dak is just trash. We know that he's not trash. But we're saying is why is you been in the league since what, like 2016, and your ability to read the defense, man, is lacking. Like he said, like T. Will said, Tony Romo was a genius. Tony Romo was a genius, and he, as you can see in the broadcast booth. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, he still gave credit to Foe. But he said, man, my preference, man, because I done played with both, I'm taking that boy Tony Romo all day. And y'all know how I feel about it, man. I'm taking Tony Romo all day. Now, he did touch on that Michael Gallup situation. He agreed with also what we talked about, which is, hey, even though we got Cooks, in order for this receiving core to go ahead and be at its optimum, to be at its best, to go ahead and be a real threat, Michael Gallup, you guys go ahead and come on full circle. And we knew that because we said, hey, no matter what, if you got Cooks or what, Michael Gallup is going to make this thing go. We know he's not the best wide receiver on his team, but we know that Michael Gallup is going to go ahead and make this offense elite when you got all 3 playing ball. So he confirmed that with us too. And just, and he also, man, came up with his Super Bowl prediction was Bills and the Cowboys. Now, I made my Super Bowl prediction, like a week or 2 ago. And I said Jets and the Cowboys ultimately. But I said that on TikTok, though. I didn't say that on here. And ESPN came out and kind of agreed with them sentiments. Now, I had gave my reasons on why Buffalo Bills and even the Denver Broncos probably wouldn't get to that hump of that. You can check it out on my TikTok. It's the same name, Chopping Up with 2 times, man. If I got TikTok, I usually do a little bit of different content on there as well. But yeah, man. Also follow me on Facebook too. Same thing, Chopping It Up with 2 times. But Yeah, man. T. Will confirmed it for us, man. He confirmed it. Man, T. Will pretty much agree with what I've been saying. You know? So, because a lot of the times, man, people come up with, they come up with their ideas based on emotions on how they feel about the player instead of just keeping it a stack. Romo is just a better quarterback. Now we're not trying to live in the Romo days because we live in the Dak Prescott days, and we understand that. But there were certain things that Dak Prescott has not been doing that Tony Romo did do, that Dak Prescott has the capability to do, but we're not seeing it. Also, Philly Eagle fans, I know you be watching this as well. He did pretty much tell you what we always been saying as well. Your boy Hurts is a running quarterback. My quarterback, Dak Prescott, is better than your quarterback because he has this, and the only thing that your quarterback has over him is his legs, man. But evidently, y'all know legs don't win championships. The arm do. But yeah, man. But like I said, man, that was a good little interview that I watched, man. But it's just coming a point in time, man, where you can't keep blaming these factors. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kellen Moore, or that he didn't have weapons, da 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 da. Man, the man been in the league since 2016, right? Well, because 1 year, man, he didn't have what he was supposed to have. We're not gonna act like he didn't have almost a handful of years with Amari Cooper. Yeah, we put up statistics though, but when it mattered, we didn't get it done with certain factors though. That's all I'm saying. But like I said, one thing that we all agree on, we know that Dak Prescott can get it done, and we can win a championship with him. And I believe ultimately, I think we will win a championship with him. And like I said, this is the best year to be able to do it, especially with the state of the NFC. Right? And you're going to see some of these AFC teams during the season. So you gonna get work this year. For sure, you gonna get work. You gonna get good work to go ahead and prep you for the big games, for the big leagues. You gonna get work, especially early on. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, man, it don't matter what we did with this defense. It don't matter what we did in adding additions to the offense. If Dak Prescott can't take that next step, it all is going to be for naught. The defense can only do so much. The offense can only go around and be in position to try to help him be a better quarterback. But at the end of the day, he's going to have to take that step that Mahomes did, that Russell Wilson did. All these other quarterbacks, man, that's showing and improving, man. He's going to have to do the same thing. Now, is Dak Prescott, especially in the league today, one of the better quarterbacks? Absolutely. But he's going to have to show that this year. Because if he can't get it done this year, we get ready to have another conversation. You can't keep making excuses talking about it's the statistic. He's going to be one of the better statistical quarterbacks in Cowboy history. I believe it. But also times has changed. It's a passing league now. You don't think that the Romo wouldn't do the same thing, if not more? It's the times have changed. You can't sit over there and factor that. You know what I mean? Everything evolved, right? Now, Dak Prescott can do two things well, and I told y'all in order for us to take that next step, Dak Prescott gonna have to mess around and get to that 2016 Dak Prescott, but more of open, have the offense more open. You know what I mean? Because he's able to go ahead, man, and he's a vet, bro. He's a vet. He's a vet. Now, like I said, man, the track record said, man, we always come up short. But I'm telling y'all, man, this is, when you look at the state of the NFL and the state of the NFC, you can see that the time is now. Because if you don't execute it now, will we ever? Because if you can't execute it now, you got to start asking them type of questions, man. Like, hold up, what is we doing here? What is we doing here? You know, they talk about that top dog. See, you see, and one of the things that we also talked about was Dak his mental state. You know, Tony Romo carried himself like he was that guy. Like, man, I'm him, man. We gonna get it done, man. T. Will was like, man, hey, either we was gonna win or lose on Tony Romo's terms. If Dak, hey, look, man, if Dak did something like that this year, I would not be mad at it. But his mental space is different from Tony Romo's mental space. His mental space is kind of, okay, yeah, he may be a good leader. They respect him and everything, though, but as you see with the other quarterbacks that's top, you see that mindset is just different, especially when that adversity hit. And that can't be like that when we got a quarterback, man, that we expecting to go ahead and deliver a championship to the Dallas Cowboys, man. He got to have it up here. And he ain't been having it up here, whether it be injury or coming up short. He got to overcome that because all of them overcame that. You ain't about to sit over there, man. I don't remember any quarterback, man, that didn't overcome any injuries. Even Tom Brady overcame injuries. Injuries is just a part of the game. You play long enough, you're going to have them. But at the same time, when you up on that field and you sitting over there talking about these high expectations for the Dallas Cowboys, I expect for you to come through with them. You know what I mean? You have number 88. Number 88 should have the best season of his career this year. Number 88 should have the best season of, man, you should just be pitching and talking. Bro, if you, hey, like they said, you was learning under Romo. Like he said, sometimes he sees shades of Romo in him. Bro, you better get back to studying Romo. Hey, cause Romo will mess around. He'll throw it up to T.O. He'll throw it up to Dez Bryant. You gonna need to do the same thing with C. Lamb. Let it go. You already throwing interceptions. Trust your boys to go get it. Now, they say 13 is going to be healthy. They say they rushed him. They say 13 going to be healthy. 88 going to be healthy. 88 going to be better than what he is. 88 coming in this. So with a healthy 13 and a healthy 88 with Brandon Cooks, and you got explosion at the running back position with tight ends, how do you fail? Everything is going to be on his shoulders. I don't care about his supporting cast. It's still going to be on his shoulders to a certain degree. He ain't got to do it all right now in the season, though. But like I said, there's always a point in time where you're going to have to make a play. There's always that one time where you're going to have to make a play in that big game. And if he ain't making that play, man, see, you're going to be able to know during the season if he's going to be able to make that play in the playoffs. Because if he ain't making that play during the season, when it's time to go ahead and make that game-changing play to go ahead and overcome and win that game, maybe a game that we didn't have no business winning, if he can't do that during the season, it's going to end up being the same result. So look for that this year. Does he make that play? That one play, like, man, that play, if he didn't make that play, we lose the game. Because, during 17 games, that's going to come a time or 2 or 3. Trust and believe that. And if he doesn't go ahead and overcome that mental hurdle, if he doesn't go ahead and make that play, we ain't winning no championship, y'all. Quarterbacks got to make that play. See, we can go ahead and relive his rookie year of him going toe-to-toe with Aaron Rodgers and him beating Tom Brady and sending him to retirement all we want to. But he didn't have to make that play in Tampa. We was running them fools out the gym. But during the San Francisco game, he needed to make that play. And that's what's going to need to be done if we're going to go to the next level, man. Let's keep it real. The time is now. Training camp is in a week and a half or so? Come on, man. Football back. It's time to go ahead, man, and get it done, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share this content for me, man. Get me to, hell, let's go ahead and get me to 1K so I can go live on the phone, so I can go ahead and travel and go live for y'all instead of always having to do it on a laptop, man, where I can go ahead, man, chop it up with y'all wherever. I could be sitting over there, sitting on the porch, man. Let me chop it up with my Cowboy family. You know what I mean? You know, I can do that everywhere, and I like to travel and go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if I'm around, I ain't got my laptop. Oh, I got my phone. Let me chop it up with the Cowboy family. So I'm gonna need y'all to give me the 1K in order to receive that, though. But anywho, I appreciate y'all support. It's almost that time. Y'all know how we coming, man. We gotta come harder than how we came last year, man. You know, it's all about that time. It's time to go. Hey, it's put up or shut up time, no, man. But anywho, man, we up out of here, man. All right, gone.